Ooh, close. Oof. Let's go. Come on. YouTube, what is up? We are so back with another lower body day. We are driving to the park for another redemption tour on the Dunk. Today, we are now bringing out the camera, so we will be recording on the iPhone. So I'll do highlights of the jumps, highlights of my jumps. I will be doing highlights of the jumps at the start. And then, ideally, the goal is to run to a track, and do some sprints on the track today. And then we'll get back to camera, mic'd up work with the Olympic list today. We're going to do some clean variation and some lower body rippers today, but we're going to do jumps outside, sprints outside, and hopefully get a good stimulus out of today. It's beautiful outside today. Just got done VPing for like 2 hours outside in the sun, and I don't really want to be inside longer than I have to be inside. So we're gonna rip it outdoors, and we're gonna save the camera, and I'll do maybe some voiceovers on the sprint work because I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a ton of audio quality. Maybe I do in between some of the sprints. I do like a like in mid set interview with the phone and then go from there. But my iPhone will not hook up to my Rogue cameras because my iPhone will not recognize the headphone jack. All sorts of jacked up there, but eventually we'll get that iPhone fixed, and then there will be really no difference between the iPhone and the camera. I'll be able to do mic'd up for both, while saving the camera, and everything should be good there. But we're just pulling into the park, and let's rip some dunks, and then we'll hit some sprints. Let's do it. All right, off to the track we go. That was a pretty good jump session. Feeling spicy, feeling bouncy. I'm gonna have to break into Lifetime here one of these days and actually see where the dunk's at, because those are feeling athletic, but I just don't know how far away that rim is from a regular rim. And I feel like we could still dunk. I feel like we could dunk that ball on a regular rim right now. The bounce is feeling good. The jump mat numbers are like still pretty similar to what they were when I was dunking. So should be able to still dunk, but we'll find out. I don't know if I'd dunk real ball right now just because I haven't cribbed a real ball in a while, and that took forever for me to do. And even when I was dunking, it took a good day for me to be able to get some dunks down. But we're off to the track right now. I've never actually broken into this track since they've remodeled it. Like they've reamped their football field and their track. And haven't broken into a since, so I hope the security is still low. Before there was not even a fence. Now it looks like there's a fence, but I don't know if they lock it or if it's just open or what. But just the high school that we used to work out at when I was at the old dungeon. It's right across the street from my house. So hopefully we can break into there. When I was dunking, there's just nothing. I'm trying not to be a hater because I understand I was this high school kid, but there is absolutely nothing more cringe than a high school kid and his buddy with like their dates. There's two kids. I mean, they're high school kids, maybe middle school. I mean, they're young high school, like freshmen, sophomores in high school with these two girls. Oh my God, dude. They were playing volleyball, just like the worst volleyball ever, but like the amount of cringe to impress their girls, tough look. So high school boys watching, if you want to impress your girls, don't try to impress your girls. Just become a man. Just like do things in your life, and then it'll take a little bit of time, but I promise you, it is so much more worth it than trying to impress somebody. Oh, it was tough. I think it was tough because it was like seeing high school, middle school Austin out there, a kid that hadn't done anything, and he's like, oh, I got to do something to impress these girls. And it's like, just spiking a ball at the volleyball girl and just bad stuff. I'm like, oh, I was just cringing over there. But, that was kind of our life lesson at the park there. If you are a high school boy, you got a crush on a girl, just go accomplish something in high school in the moment. Just go better your own life and attract people that way. Don't be cringe. It's a tough look. All right. We're going to go sprint and hopefully break into here. Let's get it. Oh, all right. So we just finished up here, leaving the track now. If there's something I need more work on, other than my softball tan line, we got right. I can't really tell with the camera, but other than my softball tan line, it's those longer sprints. Oh my God, I felt like my hip flexor for the very first time in my life, and maybe a little bounce off the ground. Man, those felt really good. Gonna probably do some track Tuesdays from now on, just to see how far we can take some of that stuff and grab a lot of low-hanging fruit there. I think I'm going from shit to suck on a lot of that stuff. I can't tell you the last time I was at a actual track, or an actual nice track that bounces like that. That track was absolutely bougie. Every single step, it felt like you were floating up into the air, even with the jumps and the bounds. So I have a pair of spikes, track spikes somewhere from high school way back in the day when I joined track to impress a girl, and then they made me be a thrower. Tough look for the whole crowd there, mind. But I have a pair of spikes, so I'm gonna try and find those spikes and maybe rip some fly 10s on the track. But those longer duration sprints, man, those felt like money. I mean, they look like trash. I'm trash at them, but they felt like money. Felt like the first time I had a little like front side in my sprints, little bounce. But yeah, if you wanna work front side mechanic for your athletes, just have them do longer buildups on that track and have them bounce. It felt a lot better than a lot of the drills that I've done in the past. We are gonna go clean now at the gym and see how those go after crushing our legs on the track there. So let's go do that and get it from there. All right, so just finished up sprinting, getting out there. Now we're gonna hit cleans. To warm up for the cleans, we're gonna do a little bit of a fun little trick. Nino Frappuccino, I hope I'm saying that right, on Instagram. A while back, he posted this like 360 where you throw it up, you hit a 360, and you catch it. And I want to try that today because obviously we're at such a high level of Olympic lifting. We should start messing around with Olympic lifting, but it looked like fun. And I appreciate people that make simplistic movements fun again. So we're gonna throw it up and we're gonna learn how to do it. We haven't tried it yet, so let's get it. I think my strategy is gonna be throw it up and just get used to that throw. And then I'll hit a 360 and well, I throw it up and then I'll try to work on catching it without trying to body myself. So let's get it. Just like that. Okay, my hat's gonna fly off. See, that's why you beta test things. And we just gotta grab the bar. Okay. I do this on the first attempt. I swear to God, if I don't get like 10,000 subscribers, oh, I'll be so mad. Just kidding. Not even close. Not even close. That was tough. All right, let's get this. I'm probably gonna break some shit here. I'll do this, but totally worth it for the meme. Oh, that's gonna be fucking hard. That is gonna be hard. I got 15 pounds on the bar on each side. 15-pound bumpers on the bar. Maybe I'm gonna throw it up and just catch it and see how it feels to just catch it like that. Ooh. Okay, it's not that bad once you catch it. Just gotta get your hands there. Let's get it. Spin move was one of my moves in football. It was one of the ones that I had, so it should be good here. See it. Oh, come on. Ooh, Close. Oh, I'm gonna eat shit. I feel like I'm gonna hit myself with that bar. Oh, close. Come on. Maybe if I go without the pads, they'll make a louder, bigger noise, but it could possibly get it. I might go without my mic just so I don't break it. Let's go. I know it sounds like a justification for trying this, but dude, it actually feels like a really good explosive exercise. Like if you're just doing bar throws here, I could see that being a good, obviously there's benefits to catching the clean, obviously, and there's high pulls and everything like that, but just literally just sitting there and throwing the bar as high as possible, especially if you had like a sand thing to throw it into, kind of feels super athletic. I just watched it. It looked like I was getting that really good triple extension, so maybe it could train something. I don't know. I'm just trying to do it for funsies. We're gonna go without the pads here, because I think if I get just a little bit more time to catch that bar before it hits the ground, kind of justifying that too. Maybe it's just because I suck. But we're going to do that, and I think it's light enough to not fuck up this ground, but if it starts fucking up the ground, we might have to be done. But we're going to finish last set here. Let's try it. Let's get it. We're admitting defeat there. Levels of disinterest are high, but we got close, and it felt really good. Let's hit some cleans now. Let's go. Not gonna lie, felt like kind of gave myself like whiplash concussion symptoms there from the dizziness of the whipping around. Feel kind of out of it. We're gonna have to lock in here. Let's get it. I also have like negative 10 minutes to when I'm supposed to sauna over there at Embrace Nurse. So Gabe, I'm sorry, but I have to hit my, at least I gotta do my cleans and my Cossacks for the hips. So we'll probably do cleans, heavy Cossacks, heavy hip abductions, and then get out of here. But Gabe, again, I'm sorry. We're really gonna have to rush. Probably the last set of 3, then I'm gonna have to hit singles, strictly for time reasons. Just hit singles, then we got 5 rep max, Cossacks, and some hip adductors. My glute is kind of bugging me from softball. Really want to strengthen that back up with those hip abduction stuff, side bend into that hip, feel a nice little stretch. And then the main lift today for the athletes was heavy Zercher Cossacks, and I was making fun of them for being soft. They suck ass, so I can't skip them because then I'm soft. And if I don't want soft athletes, I can't be soft myself. So we're gonna hit 3 rep max, or 3s here, and then singles until we can. But we gotta hurry, otherwise I'm gonna get cut off from the sauna place. Here we go. We are significantly gassing out both psychologically and physically. I sat down in between to answer a DM in between that last set and just was like passing out. So we need to stay on our gears here. Let's get it. Oh my God, yeah, that felt heavy. Woo. Gross. I'm gonna tell you right now, sitting down for 10 minutes in between reps, terrible, terrible idea. That felt like absolute garbage. I felt like I was actually warming up before, and like that bar was feeling good. I was excited for the cleans, and then sat and answered a DM about somebody dude's back, and then just completely fell apart. We gotta lock back in. Let's get it. That's more like it. Here we go. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Simple game, right? If you're not a pussy, good things in life happen. Really do. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, stick with that life advice. Let's go. Let's get it. Had to pause it on to make sure I didn't crush this. That would have sucked. One of these days, this mic is going to break, and I will cry on camera. And I know I'm manifesting that with the thing I did that with my camera, where I said I was going to break it, but a little sketchy. But there's no other way to put it. I don't know how you clean and mic up. It's crazy. Let's get it. We're really getting the cardio work in here. We're taking about a minute break. We're loading up the weight, minute break, ripping it again because we are super late. Again, but feeling good. Let's rip it. Oof. Oh, almost lost that. Didn't get my arm underneath. It's like too far forward.
Keep ripping. Let's go. One thing I've absolutely loved about cleans and snatches recently is that the inhibition I was talking about early on a couple months ago is almost completely gone. Like that pull is feeling a lot better. Obviously, there's a lot of technical work, but just like the physical, or maybe it's the psychological inhibition where it just felt so weird and goofy to start. And again, it's not perfect. It's not what it used to be, but it's feeling so much better. I just feel confident approaching the bar, confident catching the bar at the bottom. I feel like if I can get it to the bottom again, I can get it back up. Which has been really nice because before I was definitely struggling with handling that load again and just getting used to it. It wasn't even really, obviously there's strength issues in there, but most of it was just that back and spine being able to absorb and handle that load and being all right with that. And a lot of times when I have pain symptoms, and this is a lot of athletes, when you have pain in a movement, your body just shies away from it and locks it up and tells you not to go there. And it just wasn't used to that. It's used to like, oh, there's gonna be pain there, so it's keeping me away from getting into that position at all. And that's going away, which has been super nice. Let's go. Woo! So, anybody that knows kind of the past of the yoke and strength world, when I was a freshman in college, I cleaned 350 pounds. I have a 335 pound clean somewhere on camera from high school, but freshman year of college, I was like 250, so 20-ish, 25 pounds heavier than I am right now, and was able to clean 350. That was, 8 years ago now, so I've almost been not cleaning longer than I have been cleaning in my life, just that little 8-year gap. But kind of got the question of like, how were you able to do 350 before and like the build back up? One, obviously just taking that amount of time off, obviously will fuck anything up. But I think a big part of it was just the belief factor I had in cleans before when I was doing them. It was, I adamantly believed that it was the fountain of youth, it was the holy grail, right? I cleaned 3 to 5 times a week, clean variations, clean and jerks, everything like that. Never snatched, never touched a snatch. I was told it was bad for the shoulders, so that's why those are just terrible, terrible. These picking up obviously way quicker. But just believed if I had cleaned 4 plates, I could get to the NFL, right? So I think there's a very obviously powerful thing in belief in a system, right? It took me a long ways. It made me super powerful, but again, that's why I kind of struggle with like there's power and belief in a system. There's also power and truth. Like I was spending so much time cleaning in those days and no time. Like if it was softball, I would bat maybe 1 time a week or play football 1 time a week, obviously show up to practice. But in the off season, I wasn't playing any football. I wasn't doing anything. I was literally just cleaning all day, every day because I believed it could take me to the NFL. And obviously that's not true. And I could have been spending my time in other aspects. So like I think there's a balance there with a lot of things. Like you do have to have kind of a little bit of blind belief in what you're doing, but I think you can have blind belief in the truth, in a blind belief in a system that's just a little bit more well-rounded than, okay, if I'm told just power clean and you're going to get the 4, and if you power clean 4 or 5, you'll be in the league. And I really believed that, and I spent all my time, and I just slowly started, and obviously the belief kind of fell apart too, because like I cleaned 350, and then I got laid out by dudes that were upright rowing 185 and couldn't get underneath 185, right? So obviously like the truth kind of shed the light on that belief system and kind of broke it apart for me, which was nice because I went through that whole system, but it was also the belief took me to cleaning 350, right? So I think there's a little bit better balance to be found there, but I also do believe there is power in that belief. And when you do believe something is going to take you or make you millions of dollars or change your family or change your athletic abilities, you can go a long, long way with it. And I try to use that placebo effect with my athletes, but again, have them placeboed into the truth or better versions of the truth than one singular lift, one singular answer. All right, let's get it. Anyways, I say all that because this is going to be a second life, my rebirth as JST PR here. So we're going to get it. We're not counting that 350 as a PR until I'm way closer because otherwise my ego will not be able to handle that. Let's get it. Oof! Let's go. Come on. We'll save 315 for another day. Want to end on a win. Sometimes ending on a win is good. And I know if I go full meathead and miss it today, I feel like the whole session will be ruined for no reason. Cleans felt good, even with how gassed we were. We got Zercher Cossacks here, 5 rep max each leg. We're gonna take a step here. Come in here. We're gonna take it the other way. Oof. Good little warm up. All right, set number 2 here. We'll hit 3 total sets here, and then 2 sets of these hip side bends that we've been doing, just locking the hips in. Then we're out ski. I'll hit some toe curls and some isos in the sauna, but we're already 45 minutes late to the sauna. And if Gabe or Kellen are watching this, I apologize. We needed to hit a PR. Let's go. Ooh, I gotta put the clip on. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. I thought I put a clip on. I have CTE. CTE. Oh. One more set of those. Not full set of them just because we're pretty shot from the cleans, but we really want to keep them clean. Get that mobility work, plus that decel on that side feels really good, but I could definitely push that too far. We got a lot of swings tomorrow, so a lot of times I fatigue that glute, then I swing, I grab some issues. Trying to avoid that, so let's go. Then we got these side bends. With these side bends, I'm just locking that top hip up top. So hip that I want to stretch, it's gonna be on top here, and you can either put the bottom leg on the bottom or cross it back over into the bottom one. But you really want to lock in this part and feel that stretch right in the top of that glute, hip flexor region. Here, I get straight here. I want a big side bend right here. Feel that big stretch. I'm pushing up with this top leg. Feel that stretch. Oh, yeah. And we're coming back. Even if you don't have a sore glute or a pulled glute, this one's nice after squats or heavy compression lifts. Oh, just getting a nice little stretch in there and coming back up. Eight. Big ass feet getting stuck in here. Come on, hit the other side. This is the side that's a little crunchy right now. I don't need the belt on. I've just been lazy. I had it on the whole workout. It's not on very tight. Keep the belt on, just more proprioceptive feedback. Keeping the belt, the brace, and helps my my brain feel like I'm safe, which lets me lift more weight. Oh yeah, this is the glute right there. That feels money. Woo! All right, let's hit the final sets of Zerchers and get out of here. So we got 140 on the bar, 225s on the bar. Not 225, 225s on the bar. 5 rep max here. You can definitely push these much harder and heavier, especially than this. Again, I'm a little bit gassed here, so it's kind of like the pot, calling the kettle black or whatever. But still, even a 135 Cossack, that's more than most athletes have ever hit in their entire life. And I really believe you can load up some of these non-traditional type movements and use them as your main lift. So like our main lift today for our athletes was a 5 rep max. Instead of a lunge, a Bulgarian, it was a Cossack squat, right? So I think it's something that you can definitely do. It adds a little bit of variation to your workouts, but it also stimulates some of these positions, this long lateral lunge position, under a lot of load, and it's a position you find yourself in pretty often in sports. So I think it's important to be strong there and stable there, right? And I think one of the best ways to do that is to load that baby up. Again, you want to think about mobility too. If you want to get nice and mobile, have a 135 pound, 135 pound, 140 pound, 200 pound stretch put onto you in these positions, and I bet you open up into these positions pretty well. And it's leg torture, right? Builds up those adductors, builds up those the hip muscles, builds up the legs, hip muscles. That's such a bro science term, but my brain is not working and lack of caffeine today. So we're going to we're just going to shut up and we're going to rip this. Let's go. Two more. Boom. All right, that is the day. I will talk to you on my walk to Embrace. Let's go. All right, just finished the lift. I've been back on the cutie grind. Absolute domination for hydration. Diet's been coming back into play. training's been coming back into play. Feeling really good. Only thing we're missing out on, tiny bit of intensity on the swings recently. My hand kind of bruised it. Doesn't feel the best right now. So I'm kind of like inhibited with how many swings I've been doing. Otherwise it really gets beat up if I push it. So got to get back after that this week. Ooh, that smells strong, dude. Somebody is smoking that good. Can't smoke it though this week because Millennium concert on Saturday. So we're gonna finish up here at the sauna, rip the sauna, put the camera away, and keep rolling, man. It's things are looking up. We're gonna hit some nukes. Life is good, business is good. Hopefully this YouTube stuff keeps taking off. Keep crushing it. Been really enjoying the content creation piece with this. Seems way more peaceful, way less like I have to force a creation, and more just like, hey dude, we're hanging out, this is what we do, here are my thoughts. And I think I've been making hopefully better content, and I've been getting better at it, which is cool for me. I like that process of like learning how to do things, getting better at things. And yeah, I think the more the cooler things we do, we're getting back to some of the numbers that we had a year ago at this time when we were kind of a monster with a lot of our lifts. And once we start getting back to those numbers, the content's gonna be fire. Those numbers with the softball swing we got right now, ooh, baby. All right, I'm gonna go finish this cutie. I appreciate you guys watching. If you are new to the channel, appreciate you reaching here, and subscribe, man. I'm gonna be here for a while. Let's do it. Come here with me. Keep chopping wood. Let's go.